I think, it was still a little sporadic, but it was a big improvement over last night. But, there's also a difference in the quality of the defense.
What about Turk and JJ? You guys give you
Yeah, I thought, Turk really played well, down the stretch when he counted, so did JJ. And I thought Dwight was pretty good all night long, so those guys gave us a lift. And then, I thought that Glenn gave us a big lift there when we were fighting for the lead, so I thought that was good. It's tough. I mean, if you look, really, we had some guys bounce back and have better games tonight, and then we had some other guys fall off. I mean, it's tough right now. I mean, we haven't had anybody in the first two games to have two good games, and so hopefully that consistency will come pretty quickly.
What kind of things you expect from JJ, and have you plan on doing any different things with him?
You know what, I mean, he played tonight. We didn't really, we ran a couple plays for him, but not a lot. I just think he plays with really good energy, and he's always moving, and that's always hard to guard. I think it's a little bit the same thing with Courtney on their team. I mean, constantly moving. They make quick decisions with the ball, catch and attack. They don't let the defense set. Those kind of guys are hard to guard. If those guys are going to, if a guy like JJ is going to hold the ball and jab step, try to isolate and break you down, you can probably guard him. But when he's making quick decisions, catch and shoot, put it on the floor, it's hard to guard. We need to get more of that with all of our guys, and hopefully we will as we go.
You had mentioned early in camp that Turk was improved, or at least he was making efforts to improve. Has he been consistent in his energy recently?
No. But I think he's making a good effort, and it's like anybody. I mean, I think right now, I don't mean that as a criticism. I mean, I think everybody is sort of struggling to get their legs in their conditioning, and so I don't think anybody's necessarily been consistent in their energy. But I think he's trying hard, and he had good energy, particularly going down the stretch tonight. Got some big rebounds too, so I thought he had a good night.
At some point, you I remember how long you played three guards, three guys, JJ. Can't remember the other two.
Vaughn was in, and Chris was in. Those guys were in together. And then obviously down the stretch we had four perimeters. But my thinking was, and their minutes actually crept up, but at least in the first half, we tried to keep all those perimeter guys' minutes a little bit realistic. Jason Richardson, and Turk probably, I would have liked fewer minutes, but they were both playing pretty well. So obviously wanted to get the win. I thought Chris made some good plays. In the second half, aggressively attacking. I thought that was good to see.
And everybody remembers Turk from a couple of years ago. Just when he plays like he did tonight, what's he mean to the team?
There's no reason he can't play like that. I think sometimes, and I talked to him about this as soon as the lockout was over. I think some guys just sort of, decide to take on a different role. Like, okay, now I'm a role player, and he's not attacking as much. I thought, we had a lot of time in the lockout, so I was reading different analysis of players, and I've got a lot of respect for John Hollinger's evaluations of players. I think that he does as good a job as about anybody I've seen, and he analyzes the numbers. And I told Turk this, one of the points that John made is his efficiency last year. If you're looking at his field goal percentage and his assist, all of those things, there's really not much difference from when we went to the finals. The difference is he wasn't trying to do as much. He was just sort of passive. And I think he's, at times, part of it's an energy thing, but part of it is just a mentality that, you're a great player, make plays, and I thought he did that tonight, and we need him to do that on a consistent basis, and particularly tonight it was huge because Jameer had a great game last night, and really had trouble tonight. I mean, he just really couldn't get his legs, was tired and the whole thing, and so we needed somebody to sort of take over and make the plays, and he did that.